Ex-wife of Arizona serial killer reveals her new retired detective husband solved the case after connecting a JonBenet Ramsey psychiatrist and the 5 other victims to the vengeful divorcee. The ex-wife of an Arizona man suspected of murdering 6 people who were linked to his bitter divorce case has revealed in an unexpected twist that her new husband was the one to make the connection to the victims. Dwight Lamon Jones, 56, killed himself on Monday when police closed in on the hotel in Scottsdale, just outside Phoenix, where he was staying following his 4-day crime spree. His victims included the JonBenet Ramsey forensic psychiatrist who testified against him in court in 2010, 2 paralegals who worked for the law office that represented his ex-wife, a marriage and divorce counselor who was apparently targeted in a case of mistaken identity, and another man and woman who have not yet been identified. The suspect's ex-wife Connie Jones said her current husband Richard Anglin, who is a retired police detective, made the connection between her divorce and the crime scenes and notified police of his suspicion Saturday night. Connie, who is a radiologist in the Phoenix area, said she was deeply saddened by the slayings carried out by her ex-husband. He was a very emotionally disturbed person, as the court records will confirm, she said in a statement. Personally, I have feared for my safety for the past 9 years. I cannot express the emotions I feel for the innocent families touched by this senseless violence. My husband, Richard Anglin, a retired Phoenix police detective, recognized the connection to my divorce and the 3 crime scenes, and he notified the Phoenix Police Violent Crime Unit on Saturday night. I also contacted the Scottsdale Police Department on Sunday morning. Scottsdale Assistant Police Chief Rich Slavin said they started to notice that Jones was visiting his victims in an effort to right some wrong. The slayings began on Thursday with the fatal shooting of Dr. Stephen Pitt, who, according to court records, had evaluated Jones and testified in 2010 that he had anxiety and mood disorders and symptoms of a paranoid personality. Pitt said Jones did not conform to social norms and acted impulsively and aggressively. Records also stated that he lacked remorse and close friends and required excessive admiration. The testimony was cited in the couple's 2010 divorce, which granted Jones' wife sole custody of their now 21-year-old son. Court records show Connie had filed for divorce in 2009. The case was finalized in 2011, but it continued to drag on until last year because they couldn't agree on alimony payments and child support. The 59-year-old psychiatrist was well known in his field and assisted in high-profile murder cases, including the JonBenet Ramsey mystery in Colorado and a notorious Phoenix serial killer investigation. According to court records, Jones' wife was represented during their divorce by Elizabeth Feldman. The local attorney is a partner at the law firm where the 2 paralegals were killed on Friday. Feldman was not believed to be at the office when paralegals Valeria Sharp, 48, and Laura Anderson, 49, were gunned down. Police say one of the women managed to walk to an intersection to seek help despite a gunshot wound to her head. She was taken to a hospital where she died. Officers followed a blood trail back to the office and found the other woman. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Counselor Marshall Levine, 72, was found dead on Saturday after he was seemingly mistaken for someone else who once occupied the same office. At one time, the space was used by a counselor who saw Jones' son as part of the divorce. Levine, who took over the space, was not involved in the divorce case. The suspect has also been linked to 2 additional killings in Fountain Hills. A man and woman were found dead inside the home on Monday shortly after Jones killed himself. Those victims have not been named publicly. Jones, who was seen driving around the Fountain Hills area, was later seen dumping a .22 caliber gun stolen from the home. Police would not speculate why Jones tracked down people connected to his divorce so long after it happened. They say he had been living in extended stay hotels for the past 9 years. Investigators said analysis of shell casings found at Pitt's office, the law firm, and Levin's office confirmed that the victims were all killed with the same gun. DNA evidence linked Jones to the casings, and traffic cameras showed a vehicle fitting the description of his gold Mercedes near the law firm about 30 minutes before the double murder. As new details on the case emerged on Monday, The funeral for Dr. Pitt was held at a chapel in Scottsdale. He was remembered as a perfectionist in his work on major cases and a loving man who doted on his fiancée and family members. Phoenix Police Lieutenant Brian Chapman, who had become a close friend during their work on criminal cases, said Pitt volunteered countless hours to help investigate many lesser-known crimes.